Welcome, this is Patrick. Remember, I promised you trading view strategies, and this marks the beginning of trading view strategies. I'm going to be sharing several of them, I think about 10, and then we're going to pick one and stick to it. And the reason why I share more strategies is because we cannot all master the same strategy. Forex doesn't work like that. We all have different ways of making it in the market. This is a simple strategy. Anyone can do it. All you have to do, on the screen you only have one indicator, and it is the 200 period moving average. That's all you have. You can make your own style and make sure it is visible. Make it thick enough to be visible. What you do here, on an uptrend, or if price is above the 200 period moving average, you are only looking to buy. And for your entries, you just have to draw a simple trend line like this. You draw a trend line and then you wait for price to close above the trend line you have drawn, and make sure that price closes above the trend line with a full candle. Make sure price closes above the trend line you have drawn with a full candle. And once price closes above the trend line you have drawn, that is where you can take a trade. You can take a trade right here where price closed above the moving average. Put your stop loss at the 200 period moving average, and then you can put a take profit of 1.5 ratio or 2. Let's look for more trades, and then you wait for price to come back so that you are able to draw a trend line. And remember, a trend line is valid at least 3 touches. So here's another trend line right here, and price closed above this trend line right here with a full candle. This strategy works on any time frame. You can do this on any time frame, and you can take your buy right here where price closed in a full candle. You put your stop loss at the 200 moving average, and you take profit of 1:2. That's your other trade. Where else do we have 3 touches? 1, 2, 3. A trend line is valid, so you can draw a trend line. And since price is above the 200 period moving average, when price closes above the trend line, you take a trade right here. Put your stop loss at the 200 period moving average, and you take profit of 1:2. Look at this. You could have gone into profit and come back to hit your stop loss if you are not smart enough. So what you do here, once price, and you do this for all the trades, once price is 2 times in profit, if price moves 2 times in profit, let's say price comes here, what you do is you move your stop loss to entry, right, like this. You break even, or you close partial profits. And I think I've showed you how to close partial profits in another video. You close partial profits. That's what you can do in this case. Now let's look for sell setup. As you can see right here, price came below the 200 moving average. Now you are looking for sales. You wait for 3 touches. 1, 2. This is not a valid trend line. 1, 2, maybe 3 here. you have a trend line somewhere right here. So you sell where price closed in a full candle. You put your stop loss at the 200 period moving average, and you take profit of 2. 1:2 risk reward ratio. And once price is 2 times in profit, you can close partial profits or move stop loss to entry. Now, in such a case where you have, let's say you would have drawn your trend line right here, and price broke above the trend line. Yes, you would put your stop loss right here, but you can also use technical analysis or other information that you know for your stop loss. For example, right here you have a key level. You would just put your stop loss right here. Simple as that. You would put your stop loss right here, and your risk to reward of 1:2, somewhere right there. Somewhere right there. Let me look for another example. And make sure your trend line, it has at least 3 touches. For example, right here you have 1, 2 touches. So this was not a valid trend line. This was not a valid trend line. If you do not know how to draw trend lines, you would have drawn here and you would have lost this trade. But if you know how to draw trend lines, you can't make such a mistake. Alright, that's it for today. I'll be back with another video. This one is the most simple strategy.